Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you my 2025 wrap up and share with you my 2026 goals and plans. And yeah, so if you're new here, welcome to X Stitch and Chill. My name's Kelsey and this channel is all about cross stitching and the books and TV shows and things I'm watching while I stitch. We're not going to talk about books and TV shows today. We're just going to focus on stitching stuff today. So yeah, I have some notes. Hopefully they're helpful, but let's get into it. Okay, so I have my 2025 plans, and we'll kind of go through there and see how we did. First of all, I have one that was a start and finish for 2025 that was not on the bingo card. It was not on my list of planned projects. So yes, but I did start it and I finished it, and that was Story of Tonight, which is by Taylor and Cromwell, which I got off of Etsy. And I did this one for my daughter. She had a Hamilton obsession, and that has since come and gone. She still likes it. It's still up in her room, but it's not quite as obsessed as she was at the beginning of the year. But here is that finish. It's all framed and everything. Focus, my friend. We're really starting 2026 off on a bang here. Okay, maybe this will work this time. There is the finish. These little back stitching words were really rough, but totally worth it. Super cool. Yeah, so that was, I think, the first thing. No, I finished my temperature stitch, which I didn't get out, but I finished my temperature galaxy stitch from 2024. That was my first finish of 2025. And this is my second one. Yeah, so that one got finished. So now we're getting into things that I wanted to do in 2025. Let's see how we did. The first one was to finish Deathly Hallows, which I did. So I started this project in like 2022, I think, January of 2022, and I finally finished it this year. It's so beautiful. No, I have not framed it. That's pretty par for the course for me, though. So, yeah. I'm excited to actually frame it. I thought maybe I would have somebody do it for Christmas, but then no one was here to like take it to the place. So maybe I will, yeah, maybe someone will give me a gift card or something and I can get it framed. So yeah, that was goal achieved. Give it a check mark. The next one was to finish Schitt's Creek, which I also did. So we don't see a lot of finishes here on X Stitch and Chill, so this is exciting. This one was even older than Deathly Hallows. This was my oldest whip that I had. So I'm excited that it is done. It looks beautiful. You guys can see it a little closer. So it's all the Schitt's Creek landmarks. This is by Stitchy Time Designs on Etsy. And yeah, that one got finished. This one's straight off the iron. It's nice and stiff. Who knows when I will frame it. I might just do like a stretch canvas because those are like always on sale at Michael's and stuff. Or like a foam core board or something simple. Just to have it on the wall and not be like, I have to have it framed and beautiful and everything. It's fine. Okay, so that goal was achieved. Check. The next goal was my temperature galaxy, which I finished. I don't have it though, so sorry. So yeah, those were the finishes that I had called out for 2025, and I did achieve all of those. So that was exciting. And then I had some work on some whips. So I've been watching like everybody else's whip parades and wrap ups and New Year things, and they're also like put together and organized, and I'm like hot mess over here. Okay, I do my best. Okay, so then I had some new starts that I wanted to start in 2025. And I started all of these. The first one is Freya. Where is Freya? My husband like randomly went out and did a errand, and I was like, oh, perfect, I'll film. And I was kind of ready for this, but apparently not. Okay, Freya. I'll take everything else out with her. So Freya of the Valkyries was the one I started. So she was my New Year, New Start, and she is artwork by Bug and charted by Thread Geeks. Unfortunately, all of her Bugs have retired, but Unconventional X Stitch is going to start charting her art. If you're looking for a Bug, I have many. So yeah, but it seems like Unconventional X Stitch is charting different ones, not the same ones that have already been charted. So anyway, yeah. I don't want to take her out of the hoop because she's like really nicely in there, and I am so close to be finishing this top part, but I started her at the beginning, and now she is, let's see, she's 50,211 stitches, and I think I did, well, there's 32,050 left. So whatever that is, I can't do math. So yeah. And my goal for this was to, get it to 50%, and that did not happen. It's not at 50%. It's like at 30 something percent. So, yeah. But she's looking so good. Look how close she is to being finished up at the top. And then there's like a whole arm and a sword and a bottom. So yeah, there's still a lot that needs to get done with her. But she, but we'll talk about her more in the 2026 plans. Okay, and then I wanted to start Hawaiian Tropical Flowers, which is by Charlie's official store. And I did start it. There's 17,387 stitches. And I have done, we're gonna bounce around on things. I have done, okay, so Freya, I did 18,161 stitches. And then, ooh, that's not right, because I checked off all of the white stitches. So, or maybe not. Yeah, because I definitely haven't done 18,000 stitches, but I don't know. I don't know about that one, because I like marked off all the white. So there's like 17,000 stitches of white. So I've probably only done like 1,500 stitches on Hawaiian Flowers. Wait, did I show it to you? I don't know. I can't remember, but that's what it looks like. And this one is on a Fiber on the Whim. Yes, Fiber on a Whim, cream and sugar, and it is a 20 count Aida. So, oh, hi. We'll talk about this one more, but the goal was just to start it. So we did that. We've accomplished the goals, but I also said that I wanted to finish it in 2026. That did not happen. Okay, so the next one I wanted to start was my Mirabilia Mermaid Perfume, which is over there. So hold on, let me go grab it. Okay, so the goal was to start this one, and I started this one in July for my birthday start. So maybe it wasn't until August because my birthday's at the very end of July. But I did get it started, which was very exciting. My mom bought me the pattern for Christmas in 2024, and then she gave me money to buy all the supplies for 2026, or for my birthday in 2025. So I've been working on this one a lot the last couple days, but this is where we are. And I didn't have any goals besides start it. So yeah, I achieved the goal. Check. Yeah, and we'll talk about that one more in a hot minute. All right, we're spinning. I love a spinny chair. Okay, then it comes to the whips. Yes, so spoiler alert, I did not finish any of these goals, but I did kind of start it. So one of my goals was to do 10,000 stitches on Moe and Shandon, which I definitely did not get. Where is it? There she is. Which I definitely did not get that many. Okay. We're a mess today. It's fine. It's no big deal. Let's see. I wrote this down. I did 2,274 stitches on her. I wanted to do 10,000 and that did not happen. So here she is. And I'm doing this one on a 25 count easy guide, and it's 2/1 half stitch. So yeah, that goal, it didn't make it. Okay, I've got whips everywhere. Okay, and then, yeah, so the goal was to get 10,000 stitches, and that did not happen. Then there was the Steady Thread Blackwork sale, which was a free sale from the Steady Thread. And my goal was to keep up. And I can tell you right now, I did not. I mean, it's very pretty, but this is all I've done. I haven't even downloaded all of the circles, all the patterns that need to get done. So eventually, maybe we'll do it. Yeah, I should learn to like not stitch the date on anything until it's done, and then be like, oh yeah, cool, I finished this at this time. Okay, so I did not get that goal. And then I'll Be Home, which was something I wanted to work over Christmas, and I did kind of work on it. I dragged it all the way up to Montana with me. I think I dragged it to Breckenridge as well, and I did not work on it at all. So sorry for the noise, but here's where we are. And I mean, technically I did achieve the goal because I said I just wanted to get it out and work on it around Christmas. So can we have a check mark for that? I don't know. But yeah, it's looking very beautiful. Somebody else is working on this, but I can't remember who. Somebody shared the post with me, and they have a lot more done than I do. But it's not a race. It's just about the fun, right? It's about the fun. Okay. So we're giving ourselves a check mark on that because we did get some done. I did 724 stitches on it. And that is forward progress. So check, yes. And then Astronaut and Scuba, I said I was going to restart it, but all I did is tear everything out of the fabric that I did and yeah, that's all I really did. So I guess I didn't restart it. So yeah, there's no goals on there, and I don't get a check mark because all I did was rip everything out. I didn't restart it. I'm not sure if I will restart it, but yes. And then the last goal, which I have to get up again to get. Okay, and then the last one that I had on my goals was Nostalgia Tarot. And I wanted to get the first 2 cards done. So the 0 card and the 1 card. And that did not happen. I didn't even get the 0 card done. But that's what it looks like right now. And yeah, I mean, it's halfway there probably. Not too terrible. If you don't follow Cross Stitching Cambria, go follow him because he finished this. So it's massive and we are all so proud. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, if you want to see the full finished whole thing, go find him on Instagram. He's actually super fun. He does a lot of test stitching for the Witchy Stitcher too. So I like his page a lot. Okay. So my projected stitches for 2025 with all the goals that I had set was 95,768. 95,768. And my actual stitches for 2025 was 66,886. And I'm going to attribute that to the fact that I started sewing this year, and that took up a lot of my time, and I don't regret it. I have been really loving my sewing journey, but I think that kind of, hindered my cross-stitching progress. In 2024, I did 104,309 stitches. But yeah, I don't know. So that's all of the 2025 goals and how we did in 2025. Okay, we got some check marks, we got some green, we got forward progress on a lot of things. So yeah, but setting goals and then going back and seeing how you did helps you set new goals. So here we go. So 2026 plans and goals. So first off, I'll start with the starts or the finishes. We'll start with the finishes. Okay, so we'll start with the finishes. So I would like to finish Freya this year. There are 32,050 stitches left. And if I do 227 stitches a day, I could be finished by the end of May, which is not happening. I'm not really good at being like a daily stitcher and working on the same project for so many stitches every day. Like on a day where I just get to stitch a little bit after dinner, I only get around 200 stitches done anyway. So yeah, but it helps to know that like halfway through the year, if I stitched on it every day, halfway through the year I could be done. So there's hope to be done by December. We got that going for us. And then I also would like to finish Mermaid Perfume, which is my first Mirabilia. And that one has 27,681 stitches left. And that one's like, if I do 215 stitches per day, I'll be done in mid-May. So I think between the two of those, finishing them both is a good goal. It can happen. So those are my finishing plans. Let's put an emphasis on plans because that's the plan and the goal, I guess, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. Okay, so starts. I got everything in the mail today. I just have not been to the mailbox to get it yet. But I got everything for Victoria and Moth, which is by Daphne Populars and Populars, Daphne. And it's charted by Thread Geeks. And this is one of the new artists that they picked up after they retired a bunch. And yeah, I also have another one by her, but this one is my new year, new start. And I'm stitching it for my daughter, but I'm also stitching it for me because I really like it. So yeah, it is the largest project I have ever started. Yeah, because I think Moe and Shandon is the second largest, and that's 107,000 stitches. So this one is 132,192 stitches. So I'm going to be stitching it on 25 count Lugana, Easy Guide Lugana, and it is going to be stitched 2 over 1 half stitch. So just like Moe and Shandon, it'll be that half stitch. So, you know, some people say it will take half the time, but that's lies. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. The next start I have planned is a witchy stitcher chart, which is called medicine and poison or something, but it says like the difference between medicine and poison is the dose. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm really excited to stitch on it. So I have a good chunk of the colors still. I think I'm missing 3 colors. I'm missing 7, 8, and 9. I was thinking about doing it on this fabric, which is Picture This Plus, and it's called Haunted. It may look familiar because this is what I did start Astronaut and Scuba on. And I just tore everything out. So this is a 16 count Aida, so it'll be kind of big, but I think it will be cool. And so I can do that option. I can do the Haunted, and like all the colors are like very like beige, black, white, monochrome colors. And then the other option is to do this one, this purple color. It's called Mauve, but they didn't write down what the designer was or the dyer was, but it's purple. And that's the other choice. It's the purple one. Here, I'll take it out of the bag. We'll do this up proper. Yeah, or we can do the purple. So I haven't decided yet. Once I get all the colors, I'll kind of like do a color toss and see which one I like best. I do like this. This one's a 25 count Lugana though, so just a little different. I'd have to do it 1 over 1 if I did purple, because if I did it 2 over 2, then it would be like a 14 count and it would be really big. So yeah, yes. All right, so I do want to start that one. I'm not sure how many stitches it is because I haven't loaded it into my markup yet. So who knows? I don't have any plans to finish it. I do just want to start it. I think it might be my studio with my daughter night stitch, because it's just easy to do in a large area and not great lighting, and I don't have to like, it's not huge and it's not full coverage. So I think that might be what I take to the studio with me. I only have to go once a week now because my husband's schedule, my daughter's schedule is just like perfectly aligning. And so they can be there together and I don't have to be there. So yeah, I think Wednesdays, and that's only an hour. So yay. Yay for that. Okay. Next is another new start, but this is a contingent new start. So put an asterisk on it, because once I finish Freya, I would like to start another Chrysabug chart. I have like 10 or 11, 12 of them. So, you know, we gotta start getting through them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start. I have a couple options. I did just get a few before they retired And so one of them was Hell and her dog, Hermer, I can't remember. And that one's fun. I was thinking about maybe starting that one. There was another one. Oh, Necromancer, I really like. I've had that one for a while, and it's not humongous. So, yeah, I don't know. I also know that KZ the Stitcher has Queen of Helheim, and that's the same person but without the dog. And so maybe we do a stitch along. We've mentioned it. There's been talk of a stitch along because we both kind of have a little pattern overlap. So yeah, a new Chrysabug once I finish my other Chrysabug. I have many to choose from, so I don't know which one I'm going to do. All right, so the last little bit of the stitching is going to be the whips. So Moe and Shandon, I would like to reach 25%. Currently, I am at, hold on. What am I talking about? Moe and Shannon. Okay. Currently, I'm at 9.46%. So in order to get to 25%, I need to do 16,725 stitches. It's not a small ask. So yeah, we'll see. So there's that. And then I also want to finish, which I should have put this up in the finishes, but I feel like it's not like a priority finish. Like, it'd be nice to finish, but it's not like I must finish kind of situation. I don't know. I guess none of them are a must finish, but I would like to finish. So I should have put this in the finishes, but the next one is, it's buried underneath all of these things. Here we go. I was working on this one last night, I think. So the next one is Xenomorph. And this one I'm stitching for my husband. He doesn't know it. He doesn't watch these. So yeah, the secret is safe with all of us. But I would like to finish this one by his birthday, which is in early November. I'm not entirely sure if that can happen. I mean, it's not that many stitches. I would have to do 27,983 stitches. So yeah. Who knows? Probably won't be finished. I mean, if I could finish it by his birthday or Christmas, that would be nice, so I could gift it to him, but we'll see. Maybe next birthday or Christmas. Maybe this is a 2027 finish, you know. Maybe our anniversary is in August. It's red, Valentine's Day. Anyway, this is where I am. I was working on this the other night, and I took this one up to Breckenridge, and I did work on it quite a bit, but it's just like mush right now. You can't even tell what it is. So eventually you'll be able to tell, and I might have to like move it to a smaller Q-snap or hoop or something so that he doesn't guess what it is. But I did buy the other Xenomorph, which is facing the other direction. So like they're both like, no, the other direction. But I also got Predator because those were retiring on Thread Geeks. So I wanted to get those. But the Predator and this Xenomorph face the same direction. So I'm trying to see if there's a way I could get it like reversed, you know, or like do it myself, like reverse it. If you have any tips on that, so that they face each other. I think it would be cool to have the alien and the Predator and like hanging next to each other, looking at each other and like rah. So that would be nice. Yeah, I have lofty goals and big plans, but not really like time to do them. Okay. And then Nostalgia Tarot. I think I'm going to try and do the two the 2 cards that I was supposed to do last year. But I feel like that one is just so overwhelming, and the black fabric is so hard to stitch on, and it's not very nice quality black fabric, so it's like extra annoying because I feel like it's not, I get like weird the stitches look weird sometimes, but yeah, who knows, I might get just like an itch to work on it and then I can't. But yeah, so here's where you're gonna laugh at me. Projected stitches for 2026 is 117,658. Yeah. Did I say that I wanted to get to 10% on Victorian moth by the end of the year too? Did I say that? So that's 13,219 stitches. And yeah, but that projected stitches of 117,000 is not including the medicine and poison, because I don't have the stitch count on that yet, and it's not counting the 2 tarot cards, which are, they're in here. The 0 card, the Fool, is 4,738 stitches, and the Priestess is 4,677 stitches. So yeah. But yeah, that's all the cross stitching, like plans, goals, 2024 recap. I'm not gonna call this a whip parade because I mean, it's pretty much all my whips, to be quite honest. Did we talk about all of them? I think so. Yeah, it's pretty much all my whips, but I think I looked at my Google spreadsheet, which is always linked in the description below, and I only have like 7 projects or something. So, and then I see all these people and they're like, I have 25 projects, and I'm like, maybe I should start more, but I kind of want to finish more. So yeah. Anyway, that is all the cross stitching stuff that I have for you guys. I do have some sewing goals that I just wanted to include in here. I always say I'm going to do like a dedicated sewing vlog, and I don't. But I didn't really have any goals, but I did sew a lot of things. I sold things at markets. I decided that maybe that's not for me. We'll see if we want to do more markets. But I did want to share with you our road trip up to Montana. I got like, I have like the wristbands for motion sickness, and then I had like the glasses for motion sickness, but I already wear glasses, so like putting the glasses over glasses wasn't really helpful, and then like taking off of my glasses and putting on the other glasses also was not helpful, because then everything is blurry and I can't see anything. So anyway, but I did get to work on my English paper piecing quilt. Sorry for the bag, but I did get to work on this a bunch while we were driving. I think there's a needle somewhere in here. I've already stabbed myself 18,000 times with it. Oh no, I put it back in the back. So yeah, trying to stitch on a road trip, sometimes a little difficult. I did stab myself a lot, but I did get a lot of it done. So like, here's where I am. I've got a good like chunk finished. So I think I'm gonna leave this as a chunk, and then I'm gonna start a fresh chunk over here to keep moving on. But I mean, it's happening. It was a perfect like road trip thing to work on, because it wasn't like anything I had to super focus on. It's when I was starting to feel like a little motion sick, I could stop and focus on something else. And yeah, I think it was a good road trip, and I didn't have to like be looking between things. Like, it was just the one whip stitch. over and over and over and over and over again. So I wasn't having to like look at a pattern and then look at that. So I think that helped. I think that made this like the perfect little road trip adventure project. So but I want to keep working on that. And then I also would like to actually make a quilt. So I've been practicing making, let's see if I can get it out here without losing. I've been practicing with some scrap fabrics making a puff quilt. So like I have these and they like have like a puffy, so like you sew some darts, or crap, what are those called? I can't think of what they're called right now. But you sew those in and then it has a hole, so you stuff it with batting in there, and then when you sew it together, you sew the next row. This is what it's supposed to look like. You sew the next row, so you close up those squares, and then you have new squares, and then you stuff these ones, and then you do the next one. So yeah, I'm practicing the puff quilt, and I think that's kind of what I want to do, but I also might just be happy making like a quilt that is squares to make it easy on myself. I also thrifted this like white sweatshirt. It's not anything fancy, but I was thinking about taking the sleeves off and doing like quilted sleeves. And then it has like a pocket, and I was gonna do the same quilting on the pocket because that's like cool now, and you know, I need something to do with my life. So yeah, that's kind of like the sewing things. It all has to do with quilting. I've been to a couple quilting stores. There was one in Lewistown, which is a very, very small town in Montana that we were at. And they had a really nice quilting store there. So that was fun. I didn't buy anything. I just kind of like perused because it's all very expensive. But it was fun to go walk around and look at it and everything. So yeah, now that I've made a mess, my office was a little clean when I got home from my trip, but yeah, I am so excited to keep stitching and keep sharing with you guys. I still love hearing about what you're working on. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks or advice about any of these things. And yeah, I'll see you. And yeah, I will be doing a proper update FlossTube with books and videos and everything soon. So look for that. But for now, I just wanted to get this video out to you guys so you can keep up with me and my plans and keep me accountable. You know, like, Kelsey, we haven't seen this project in a while. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I wish you all a very happy stitching 2026.